So if you are looking for some spooky fun this Halloween season, then look no further than Shelbyville, Kentucky, where you can take a look at the city's past and maybe even meet a couple of spirits along the way. Joining us now with more on what you can do there in Shelby County, Kentucky and Shelbyville, Shelby County Tourism CEO and President Jeanette Marson and Spirit Walk creator and guide Caitlin Zoller. Ladies, I love talking about Halloween stuff,
It's
right?
exciting.
Right? Like a spooky twist to what capital of the world are you? Which horses? The saddlebred.
The saddlebred.
The saddlebred, right?
That's
Like
right.
just when
That's
you
right.
thought you knew everything about Shelbyville. Caitlin, I love the ideas of these walks. I mean, tell us about what we can do.
Yeah. So you can come on a walk. We'll meet at the Stargazer Plaza. We'll walk for about an hour and 15 minutes. We'll go to 12 different stops all throughout Main Street and learn about the history of each of those buildings and some things that happen and how those connect to the spirit activity and the paranormal activity within those buildings.
So you are the Spirit Walk creator and the main guide. Were you even surprised by like some of the history that you uncovered? Because I mean, I'll be honest, I had no idea. I always think of Shelby County, Shelbyville associated with saddlebreds, right? Beautiful town, growing.
It is beautiful.
Spirits and hauntings and stuff. I didn't know about any of this. Were you surprised to find out about this?
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
I was. You know, there had been whispers. You know, I was born and raised in Shelbyville, so you know, you grow up and you hear things, but I didn't quite realize the magnitude and the number of spirits and activity, and I did not realize the historic past. I didn't realize we had such a Civil War presence and that so much violence and things like that have happened and attention on our little town.
Yeah. And one of these, like the tours will make a stop over in Grove Hill Cemetery, right?
Well,
or will it stop there, or is there like another tour
So
associated
the tour starts at Stargazer, and then a completely different event. So that, like we say,
We
there's
have so many hauntings and events.
so many things
we have
happening.
to create more things.
Indeed. So Grove Hill Cemetery on October 21st, they are doing a Stories Behind the Stones, where actors are portraying, where you'll be able to meet some of the residents of the cemetery.
Graveyard. Yes.
The graveyard.
I love it.
And it's about a 90-minute walk. It's October 21st. It's free to
that's
the
great.
community.
Yeah.
And you just show up. They'll serve wine and cheese or cider, and just a neat way to celebrate the spooky season, but also learn about some fantastic history from that very historic graveyard. I mean, some of the stones, gosh, they date back to 1700. I mean, it's amazing. So completely different than the Spirit Walk.
Yeah.
So two different things happening
More
during
things to do.
during October.
Do your tours start kind of at dusk or in the evening to kind of set the mood and the tone?
We have a 7 p.m. tour and we have a 9 p.m. tour.
my
So we have two different ones.
Had chills.
Yeah. So the 7 p.m. tour, of course, it's daylight when we take off, but then it's getting kind of dusk and dusky at the end. And then the 9 p.m. tour is dark. It's dark.
That has to be so great.
And people can get their tickets online
Yes, at
as well.
lcswtours.com.
Age ranges. What do you think age appropriate is good for the tours?
12 and older,
Yeah.
usually, you know, it's up to the parents' discretion,
Yeah.
but 12 and older is what I would always recommend.
Right. You know, Jeanette, so many great things happening in Shelby County and Shelbyville
Definitely.
especially, right? You landed there, was it like 2 years ago now?
Not even
Not
2
even 2
years.
years?
So much has happened. It feels like, not because it's, you know,
all
anything
these
bad,
great,
but
wonderful
so many things. Yeah.
that I feel like we always knew about Shelbyville, but the closeness of it, the drive. Do you just find like more and more people are moving there and visiting there beyond saddlebreds?
Well, definitely a lot of people are moving there, you know. So
you had a hard time finding a house.
I did have a hard time finding a house, but we live in a great one. It's just a great town. Things going on all the time, whether it's horses or things during October, activities. So we've got also some of our farms, you know, Galrine Farms and Mulberry Orchard, and all the places are having wonderful things to do. Definitely go to visit shelbyky.com for our calendar of events, but also definitely put on your calendar the Spirit Walk and the Grove Hill Cemetery
This will go on
stories.
throughout. This is October the 21st.
Yeah, October 21st only at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
And it's really one of those hidden gem kind of activities. There's not really a website for it or a phone number that you call. So just Google Grove Hill Cemetery, Shelbyville, Kentucky. Set your GPS and
the
show
tours
up.
will go on throughout the month.
Yes,
Okay.
they'll go on throughout the month. All of
Wonderful.
spooky season.
You guys even had just a little tiny little concert there in the orchard here recently, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, we
not
did.
a big deal.
No,
Just a little.
not
a big deal thingy.
that small town boy of Lou Bryan.
Yeah.
That Lou Bryan, that's it.
And that was wonderful. We had so many people spending the night
And
eating in
discovering Shelbyville,
and
right?
discovering Shelbyville and Simpsonville, all of Shelby County. So
Yeah.
definitely come dine with us, spend the night. It's definitely worth a trip, no
lot
matter
of
where
great
you're
things happening.
viewing from. Yeah.
And once again, for the tours, where can we go for more information?
lcswtours.com. And I definitely recommend you go ahead and get tickets because
Yes.
we're selling out fast.
All right, ladies, thank you so much.
Thanks
you for
so
setting the mood for
much.
our October, right?
Absolutely.
Thanks for
And
having
great
us.
for this free event at the cemetery. I think that's wonderful. I
Yes.
mean, that's a free event. What
Yeah.
a fun, wonderful thing to
gonna be
hear about
great.
all the history behind it. Thank you both
Thank
for coming
you.
on. Yeah, to get your tickets, because you do need to kind of reserve those spots for those tours because they will book up fast. To get your tickets, just go to lcswtours.com.